The late game, an early game champ. Ooh, Crowny. That's why they're last picking AD carry. He's got the Samira in his back pocket. I don't think we've ever seen Crowny on Samira. We saw, was it Karzi playing it in the LEC?
Yesterday.
Front to back, very good scaling. Kind of like a double AD carry always kind of works. The Brob's not base. It's actually moved towards mid. BTO. Flash, hook, the miasma comes down. It means that BTO cannot flash away.
With the general lack of wave clear on the side of BDS, it would pay pretty heavy dividends to a
flash hook on Nautilus. Mercer's going to face check it. That should be a kill.
There's the hook. Mercer locked up. Cleanses away with Breath of Light, trying to get away, but Crowny diving in. Mercer down. LeBrob, the second kill of the game. A bloodthirsty support, and the Inferno trigger in from Crowny. Flash away from Jankos. The Subjugate topping him up, but it won't be enough. The blades whirl, and Crowny
give it away a little bit.
There's the Rift Toad going down.
The Dunk Master is around.
So Adam and Sheo will take the gold, split it between the two of them here. And first tower obviously giving you... He has 30% of his team's damage. He has gold leads usually in the early game. Not so much in this game as we see Adam caught out towards the top side. Evie is going to land the knockup. Flash away with the dominance. Adam tries to turn it back around, but Brittle into the knockup. Into BTO, the kill of instinct.
From for Herald, the second one, and see what they can get out of it. There's the tower from Crowny.
It's one of the benefits of getting an early dragon for yourself. Is that
only now being started up, and that tower's still not dead. So it feels like they're a little bit behind on the tempo. In my personal opinion.
A little bit late. I think BTO maybe should have stayed around. Yep. Like you guys are talking about. Just make sure you get that extra wave in, because you'd have an extra
vision, which was just highlighted as well by our observers. It just means the kind of fight, I mean, like you were saying, Gabriel.
Hook onto Jankos, there's the knockup, and Jankos just deleted. The extra bush, the extra vision helping.
Just the Kai'Sa, killer instinct.
A lot of damage though from BTO and Flacket if they can get in the right position. Adam flashes forward, lands the stun, the hook goes wide, but Crowny already gets the kill. Inferno trigger is well forward by Crowny. He's low, BTO kills him off with the killer instinct. And the Prey Seeker, Adam's still on the chase. Pings back to the Baron for BDS as Adam now has overstayed the Sterax proc, but he might fall as well as Heretics pushing further forward. But LeBron flashing in across the wall, the Hex Flash, and BTO pays for his greed with his life. They're going to come towards the mid lane here, but the wave's still quite a way away. BDS will step forward. Adam tanks it. They do take
that lore. I didn't know that Daisy was Annie's sister. Like, that is... If you guys at home, if you don't know the lore of Ivern,
it's terrifying.
Dungeons and Dragons. They're just this like mysterious trickster people that live in the woods.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I will come back to the... you know how people say, oh, wouldn't it be a nice gift on his birthday to win?
Cooldown as well, you can see in the bottom left, 15, 14 seconds. Fight starting.
Knocked up, depth charge coming out. Miasma not quite on Evie there. He is rooted up though with the root caller. Redemption coming down as BDS look for the engage. Call of the Fort God now coming from Evie as he gets the knockup onto Adam, LeBron and Crowny. Crowny dashing away. Trying to build up those style stacks but can't quite get enough.
I feel like a little bit hesitant from Evie there on the ultimate pull, right? Maybe not sure necessarily on how long that blade roll cooldown actually was. But now, Team Heretics on the Baron, BDS, teleporting back in.
It's good force. I think they have to go for it. No flash on Samira, no ult on the Nautilus. Saya still has ult, just flip the Baron, try and get it down. Sheo has the flash.
So it is down to 2,500, the hook landing onto Evie. The Baron low is secured by Jankos. LeBron jumping away, Inferno trigger in the middle of the bit from Crowny, but he doesn't have the damage. And now Heretics can open up. Adam out to go away, BTO going forward again, instinct, and Heretics have absolutely flipped it on his head. BTO still
the ult off as well, gets stunned up, eventually dies, but like you said, BTO just free hitting next to Flash. Walking in and hoping that they can get the Crowny S ult rank to them as well. They have the melee ult to try and cleanse away from something, but Mercer needs to stay next to Flacket.
Look at this angle from BTO.
Evie's fighting up against Adam. Adam's going to be able to back away there. He has the hull breaker, but that's a bot tier 2. A little bit more cocky, but you don't really want to risk that. But Evie's going to get a mid tier 2. So that's 2 towers off the back of the Baron.
For that fight has potential pickle to new.
BTO has ult. Smart Zonias.
Yeah. Hook onto Flathead. Pops the Feather Storm. Redemption coming down as well. The root of the Flathead. He goes golden for a second, but BDS are collapsing in on him, and he will fall. Meanwhile, Nuke trying to escape from the clutches of the BTO and Evie. He'll go down as well. 1-for-1 trade across the map.
It's a split fight, isn't it? BDS pull the trigger top because Heretics tried to pull the trigger mid. 1-for-1, like you said. Jankos has the flash. He can try and get out here over the wall, and he is going to be able to do so. BTO got that mid tier 3. It's going to fall to the minions. So they find a tower off the back of this, and they don't have to invest. BTO is so much of his team's damage here. They're going to give up the dragon. They don't have the setup or the vision to contest, but they have got a good angle to run towards the top side here and force BDS on a face check to his Baron. Adam uses the ultimate. He needs to flash forwards. He wants to fight.
Stun, knockup coming out from Evie as he lands the Call of God. Force God, Flacket, low, Feather Storm, but Adam takes it. Crowny trying to dash around the Inferno trigger, the healing not enough. BTO pushing around the back of the fight as he manages to pick up 2. And now Nuke, Sheo, and LeBron are running for their lives. But Heretics do not want to let them escape. LeBron with a good hook away. The Prey Seeker
was untouched. He dived forwards, killed Crowny, killed Adam, and then he snipes off Labrov. 30 seconds, 25 seconds on the respawns. Can they look for an end here? BTO can TP back if they want a full... What a team fight from Heretics once again. Just calling the bluff.
Oh, wow.
Sheo, VTO. Sheo's so low already. VTO just absolutely bad.
Oh, my God.
And VTO is on an absolute tear.
Response to it, they've just not been able to stop VTO from diving in these past couple of fights, and now with the Baron buff and the guys are being at 5 items, Heretics can just group around them and make sure he doesn't die.
40,000 damage in this game. Looking for this top tier 3 now is Heretics. They've got the poke, they've got the Baron. Heavy's on mid, buffing up the inhibitor creeps. Second inhibitor falls. Bot wave is really far away though, so it's...
VTO currently sitting at 50% of his team's damage. 55-0. It's a pretty impressive number as BDS rock back on their haunches. Heretics looking for the third inhibitor, often the death knell of a game. The nails in the coffin, you could say, as Heretics look to bury BDS in an early grave. Third inhibitor goes down. BDS will try to retreat, but they don't really have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
Void Seekers continue to hit from BTO. Call of the Forge God. Emmy looking for the knockup. Labrov going back in with the hook. Death charge onto Mercer, but what can BDS do when it takes down one? Black had already fallen. Adam gonna answer in response though as Heretics find one for themselves. Emmy on the front line. Crowley trying to survive, but BTO godlike. And what a way for the Heretics to go. BTO just shredding through BDS. And they're looking to claim another victory. 1 game away from playoffs. 1 game away from locking Vitality out of season finals. BDS on the back foot as Heretics claim game 1.
A pain in their side. They're going to go for the Rakan against these champions. Looks quite tough. We'll see if they can pull it off. Mercer needs to find really good angles off to the side. I think he might do if he goes a bit too far forwards here, Ebby, and they do go for the dive.
It's going to show. Sheo waiting until the dive begins. Ebby auto attacks, tags the tower, and immediately body slammed. He tries to slice and dice away. Has the flash across the wall, but Adam will flash to chase. The ghost still there. And Ebby will be the first casualty of game 2.
Top dive a possibility. Ebby has the ultimate. They have no TP on VTO. Let's see if they can pull this one off. Adam can tank it, and then Dash kind of tank the stun.
Adam pops a Ragnarok. Ebby trying to dash away. Adam tanks it. Good call. The Meek though. Another Ruthless Predator coming out as Ebby is flashed away by Nuke. VTO going in with the Spirit Rush. Heretics were looking to collapse, and the lockup gonna come down. Explosive cast back, and Mercer shut out of the fight by Mercer's head on the chopping block. BDS going to start up the fun.
It's always the supports.
It is. It's always the supports. BDS starting up.
Ebby can fight here.
Yeah,
Ebby fighting Adam. Ragnarok available for Adam. He'll use it. The slice and dice coming forward. Adam does get the shield back. Meanwhile, Mercer looking for an engage. Jankos going in as well. Ebby's going to get a solo kill up towards the top side. Mercer was ignited, but he's still healthy enough to come back into the fight. BTO no open. Moonlight Vigil only hits onto 1. The dragon starts to reset. 1,000 HP on it. And Jankos looking for the skewer. Can't quite get in time, and he'll pay for it with his life. Labrov falling low. No flash on him. He will fall as Mercer looks for the knockup. Sheo.
Vulnerability.
Heretics didn't really have vision in the pit either. No flash forwarded out, no flash as you say on the Labrov. Everfrost coming out from BTO. There's the root with the Gravitum, and Jankos secures his first kill of the game. Heretics, while Ebby should be able to get the first tower of the game in the bottom lane. 1,500 gold lead for Heretics. Flacket looking for more, has the white gun, and that's 2. So in the end, sure, you got a Herald, but
without the ultimate. Let's say that he's still walking up a little bit.
Ebby looking for the flank here as well. Rifthold used in the mid lane. Nuke's going to be able to take the tier 1
Adam flashed.
in the top lane. Ebby pushing forward. Adam flashed, as you say. Looks like BTO trying to spirit rush forward. Looks for the charm. Flash away, but Crowny now played Worlds as Ebby continues to chase in. Inferno Trigger being used as the knockup, but Mercer's massive. Crowny has to flash out to the back of it, but Labrov is caught in the middle of 5 members of Team Heretics. And it's another. The jungle now. Key target for Heretics.
The tower's going to fall. Nuke's going to push out top. He doesn't have the TP. He's going to take a 1.3k gold. BDS contesting this midwave now. Can they contest this dragon? No, but can they contest the mid tier 1 and get that while the dragon's being taken? Yes. Wants to play afterwards though, because bot's being pushed in. Not a big wave for Ebby though. Won't be able to get the tower on this one. BDS, they force Baron and get the TP. Bit of an awkward dire situation without TP on the Olaf. They look kind of half committed to this.
Either in the back of the pit. So.
Yeah, they're not really committing. As long as Ebby doesn't play, he's playing a game of chicken, you know. BDS, they have to get this down to get the TP. Who blinks first? You're right, but BDS is getting so chunked. He's going to TP in now.
Jankos looking for it. Knocked back. Explosive cask enough. Jankos. Blast cones on the spot. And meanwhile, down towards the bottom side, BTO is trying to fight off Crowny. Has to dash away from the Inferno Trigger. Jankos able to survive. They dash back in. The Inferno Trigger from Crowny is not enough. Isolated and shut out by Heretics. Alongside it,
Forcing a Baron, your Olaf's half HP. You have to find some kind of turn. Luckily, they found Jankos, but didn't get the kill. And Ebby could find Adam here, who
Adam
has no ultimate.
Then to TP as well. Adam tries to flash early, but Mercer's here to help out. Can just dash in, get the knocker. Vito for the cleanup. Will get his second kill of the game.
How does Heretics stop the Gragas from getting into this pit?
Has to be Sheo, right? Unless we're off. Backside.
He's done onto LeBron. There's the knocker. There's the Everfrost. Explosive cast doesn't do much as Crowley. Now the next target, another charm from BTO. This man's on fine form, and he's in form for killing. BDS forced away. Sheo trying to get away from Jankos will get the slow, but BTO flash charm flashed away by the enemy Gragas. Blackhead on the flank though. No gun for the stun. Severum, Infernum, and Ebby flanking as well. Sheo, as you say, Kadril, not long for the world. Bereft of light, he rests in peace. If he hadn't popped the stopwatch, he'd be pushing up the daisies, but now he is as Ebby takes them. He's going to catch out Adam. Adam does have the Ragnarok now. Ebby gets the stun. Ragnarok used by Adam, but he's already down to half HP. Batman secured by Heretics, and now the fight begins. Now they're fighting. It's way too late from BDS. They just walk into their deaths. And for an S-tier team, that was a D-tier play. As BDS are wiped by Heretics.
All over the place from BDS. Crowley's walking bot, then they're fighting, and Team Heretics just eat them up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With the Baron now, and a wave. How much can they get?
Is it over? 30 seconds, 25 seconds on Crowley, 30 seconds on Nuke. I don't think they can end. There's a cask on Sheo. The wave's a little bit far away, but that'll be a mid-inhib. Might be a bot inhib as well. I don't think they can get the inhibitor itself. Maybe they can get the tower. How much damage do they have? Ebby's basing doesn't have the TP. Tower's gonna fall. Do they commit for the inhibitor? TP situation is down for Nuke. They're gonna go for it, and that'll be 2 inhibitors for Heretics. That makes the map so easy to play, doesn't it? 40 seconds on the Dragon Spawn for their soul. This, isn't it? Looking to 2-0 BDS, and this Dragon Soul is going to be everything. Sheo.
Explosive cast coming out, the charm there as well. As Sheo pops the stopwatch, but immediately goes pop up towards Ebby on the backline. Inferno on towards everyone, but the charm again from BTO. This man does not miss as he finds another, and Heretics find another fight. I'm thinking it's Biden, because this game is Jova.
VTO back to back. Shuts down Crowley. You saw it for a brief second that he would maybe take over the fight, but denied once again by the Team Heretics mid laner. And with that play, they will cross the line into the top 4.
A date with Destiny next week against Fnatic as Heretics make playoffs for the first time in 2023.
I have to say, props to VTO.
What game? I'll play of the series. Vote at LEC on Twitter. Alongside Ebby and Jankos, VTO is that third option. I know you want to give it to Jankos because it's his birthday, but I think Ebby and VTO might be slightly more deserving from this series. Not that Jankos played poorly, he played very well.
No.
But I think Ebby and VTO were just a little bit ahead.
I think it would be a steal if VTO doesn't get it.
Yeah?
I'm just going to say it. Yeah.
Sure.
I think second game, shutting down Crowley so many times, and the first game as well, the Kai's performance was absolutely insane. Got his team across the finish line from what was a very, very detrimental, 4, 5, 6,000 gold lead.
Well, welcome to the LEC where everyone votes for Jankos. Anyway, we're going to hand it over to VTO and Mercer, who are sitting side stage with trouble.
Thank you very much, Medic. Mercer, VTO, congrats on a very decisive win. Now, I'm going to come to you real quickly, Mercer, because you weren't part of the voting. Ebby, Jankos, or VTO for MVP? Don't look to your left.
I would give it to VTO, I think.
Oh, you looked.
Yeah, especially this last game. On Ari, he started every fight alone, or he was the first one going in. And the first game, he kept us in the game with the Kai'Sa.
Okay.
So I think he deserves it.
So major props to VTO. Which I'm going to come to you because there was something groundbreaking about your Kai'Sa performance. If we can have some stats on the screen as well. You had the most damage out of any Kai'Sa ever on the LEC. Why this champion? Why did you choose it this season?
I would say I'm like a really AD enjoyer. And when I play AD, I want to Kai'Sa. So I had to find a way to make it playable in mid lane, and Riot invented static. So
thank you, Riot.
Probably, so I can't ask more. And then just they invented static, and this champ is so broken.
Look at your stats, man. 1,382 damage per minute.
Yeah, but okay, this champ is so broken, it's crazy. And I just really like her. And when I think you can blind pick her in mid lane, it's the meta too, because sometimes you just can't. But I think with the meta you can, and we saw, I think maybe Cassio is one of the toughest hardest matchup, and I was fine. And then I think just jump, like when you get to scale, is just too strong.
So you think you could like just B1 it with no problem at all in the mid lane currently for you?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so, but like mid laners don't play Kai'Sa maybe. I think like lane, like you have to play a lot of games to make it good in lane, and after team fight, it's just. I used to play AD carry in solo queue mostly, so like I actually know a bit how to fight as an AD carry. So I think that's what makes me a good Kai'Sa player.
And it really shows that was a fantastic performance on the area as well. Now, Mersa, of course, you had to face the other Greek support in the league, Labrov. He has been here a little bit longer than you have. And I'm sure you've looked up to him getting into the league. How does it feel getting to beat him?
I mean, it feels great for sure. I think Labrov has always been underrated in the LEC. Like he had, let's say, a hard last split in Vitality. And then when he got to BDS, right? People had no expectations of them or of him, and he showed like how good he is, right? So for me, yeah, he's very good. And yeah, I kicked a Greek guy, a Greek support out today. I kicked the Greek ADC yesterday, so I'm pretty happy.
Oof. Okay, we don't have any more Greek players in the league, so we're good to go now. Mersa, you're the only one remaining. Now, yesterday I got to speak to Flacket and Jankos, and these two seem to always be in a great, great mood. But Vitio, your smile after game one, were you happy with the performance? Like, how is the team atmosphere behind the scenes?
I mean, I think the team atmosphere is like really, really good. It's probably one of the best I've been in. I mean, especially I think after the my beginning of the year, like it makes me, like it just changed because I'm just glad to be here and glad to play with this team. So it like really changed something for me, I think, compared to the beginning of the split. And I think after game one, I mean, basically, we had a plan for red side draft, and I was thinking that maybe red side draft was even better than blue side. So I knew that if we win our first blue side draft, we'll win 2-0, and we did. And I think I'm pretty happy with how I played. So I was just just happy, and then wanted to like try this red side draft like we did, and like yeah, I think that's why I was glad. I mean, I was more happy after game one than game two, to be honest. I mean, two because like game two was pretty win at one point where I don't think we could have lost, and right now I'm just kind of focused on next week already, and it's hard for me to be really relief when we know that we have like the most important best of 5 of the year. Like next week, so I'm just like looking forward for it.
Well, this was the smile of somebody who knew he's not going